Evening all, evening, welcome back to the channel. We're back live for round two. I put the wrong video up. It's not round one, it's not Tsukuba, it's round two, it's Sardegna. Same format, still got the no qualifying, don't look at that bit either, don't look at that bit. I put the wrong video up, stop that, get off that video, turn that one off, alright. That's not the video you're meant to be turning off either. Oh my god, it's all going on. Paddy, you've ruined me here. There we go. All right. Okay, so it's round two. It is Sardegna Road Track B tonight. Don't look at Tsukuba. I'm getting all the videos wrong. I've really muffed it up tonight. Yes, we are live for round two. It is Sardegna Road Track B. No qualifying tonight. It is grid order will be as positions you can see on screen there. So apologies, I've had to make the video repeat itself. It won't stop on the actual screen there. It loops and I can't get it to stop. So it is HKRT Kevin, the one of the Greek drivers, leading the way at the minute with 61 points in first. Obi is in second with 46 points. We've got HKRT Manos with 44 points in third. We've got Mocking Weeks in fourth with 43 points. Ginger Imposter 36 points in fifth. Nick Vic 007 33 points in sixth. We've got P1 Pilgrim in seventh with 32 points. Does he turn the right video off? Does he? Yeah, Ice Champ in eighth with 28 points. And Captain Pugwash in ninth there with 26 points. Poor old Pilgrim. Sorry, Pugwash having some issues with internet last week. So hopefully he's got all that sorted out. So qualifying, again, not happening tonight. It is as of the positions I've just read out there. So it is going to be HKRT. Let me put that video back on so I can actually see what I'm talking about. HKRT Kevin 77 that's going to be leading us round for lap one. So let's get ourselves into the lobby then. Merch still available, people. T-shirts and stickers. Hit me up, darksmoker@googlemail.com if you want any of those, but I've pretty much only got small T-shirts left. Maybe a medium if I look hard enough. So who have we got in the room tonight? We've got a couple, one extra HKRT driver, I think. Yeah, Sturpan there, he is sitting at the top. Some good liveries on these cars as well. The Greek drivers throwing a big pile of livery options. Oh, why is my camera off? What's going on here? Up to no good. That's what's going on. Shenanigans. Evening, people. Is that pointing in the right direction? Is that working? They're doing it. Sort of. Yeah. So yeah, it is round two, Sardegna Road Track B. A little bit of a tricky one, this one. The sort of left-hand side of it, as you can see there on track, is just a great big long straight. But as we get into the back half of the track, it does turn into a little bit of a tricky circuit. Some very tight corners, some uphills, some downhills, a little bit of off-camber as well. So we'll see how they get on. Again, no qualifying, so we are straight into the race tonight. So let me get myself on track, nonsense on early doors, so we can be ready. So it's going to be this man on pole position for race one. Then 3 10-minute races, and that's how this series has been set up. I'm missing a light, something's not working here. I'm not getting all light. Fall off, explode or something. So if you're listening, Chris B, Oh, it's reverse grid. Oh, it's reversed, is it? Oh, okay. All right, all right. Throwing the cat amongst the pigeons straight away then. Okay, well, there you go. Just coming up in the chat. Thank you, Chris. Just letting us know that. So Kevin started from the back then. Sorry, Kev. Ginger Imposter. Let's have a look. Where is... Oh, we're not going to see Sturpan's livery. He's sitting in the pits. We do get to see it now. He's going to start from the front because obviously he didn't join last week as a new driver. No points, so he starts from the front. So straight into race one then. Again, no qualifying. Reverse grid from championship positions. Red lights go on then. And we're straight in. Race one underway. It's a good start by Sturpan. Managing to keep it in front as we head down towards turn one. Over the hill then. Again, tricky corner, just tying up loads as we get to this point. Easy opportunity to dive up the inside. Nobody in the sand, I don't think. Oh no, there's a driver backwards. It is Nick Vic 007. Get a close-up view of that. I'm not sure what happened, but he's in the grass. Sturpan's going for the Driftertron around the corners. He's learnt to drive that thing sideways, but that's messed him up. Oh, we've got another driver, Midas Alani. Sorry, I didn't see you there, sir. I was looking for the HKRT logo, but it's Greek on Greek action now as Midas flies through, takes the lead. Sturpan second, Pugwash in third, Ice Chan fourth, Pilgrim fifth, Ginger Imposter in sixth, Obi-Wan seventh, Mocking Weeks eighth, HKRT Kevin in ninth, already making up a position or two then. Manos in 10th, and Nick Vic unfortunately trying to claw his way back to the pack, 6.7 seconds down after that little bit of off-track action. So Midas Alani then starting to pull a little bit of a gap away from his countryman. Just half a second in the minute, still getting a little bit of a toe just as they hit this straight. Let's just get ourselves on board. Let's see if they do manage to close back up. Trying to tuck themselves into that slipstream. Gains a 10th just over as they come up to the braking point. Nice. Chan fires one at the inside of Captain Pugwash as well. Oh, gets Captain Pugwash sideways, gives him a little dink around the corner. What's Ice Chan going to do? Is he going to carry on racing? Yes, he is. Sturpan holds that second then. Ice Chan in third, Pilgrim fourth. Chewitt's livery looking good. Obi-Wan in fifth. HKRT Kevin in sixth. Ginger Imposter, a little bit of a penalty for him in seventh. HKRT Manos in eighth. Mocking Weeks ninth. Captain Pugwash after his a little bit of off-track action as well in 10th. And Nick Vic now maybe having somebody to have a race with if he can catch up with Captain Pugwash. Unfortunately, both drivers getting sideways. Whoa, we got action in the background. Ice Chan gets it sideways out of that corner there. Nearly takes out Pilgrim on the way through, but Pilgrim holds on to that, takes third. Obi-Wan manages to carry the speed through as well. He takes fourth. HKRT Kevin fires one at the inside of Ice Chan through there as well. That costly mistake for him there. Under threat now from Ginger Imposter and HKRT Manos. Ginger Imposter peeling over then, dropping that penalty, getting himself back up to race pace. Mocking Weeks now having a look on the way past him, carrying the speed with that penalty loss. Imposter still got the inside line though coming into turn one. Rolls it around the outside though. Still got the for sale sign on the window if anyone's interested in Mocking Weeks' car after this series is finished. About 50p I think he's selling it for. Captain Pugwash then 5.4 seconds back from the rest of the field, and poor old Nick Vic another 2.2 seconds behind him. Look at this, Midas Alani, great big gap in front behind him now, 2.1 seconds back to HKRT Sturpan. Pronounced right, I'm sorry if it's not. Is it Stephen, Stefan, Sturpan? Who knows? Pilgrim then slow out of that corner. Who's just got themselves? Kevin's managed to fire the way through, so it's Greece 1, 2 and 3 then at the moment. This is not a country versus country battle for sure. So the HKRT drivers fancy getting themselves involved in this one. Oh, Obi's got himself off track, goes for a little bit of off-roading to get himself back on. I did find out last week that these things are four-wheel drive, so they do hack a little bit of off-road, but obviously not the most efficient racing line. Nice Chan now looking to come back through the field. Wants these positions back that he lost early on. Almost halfway into race one here then. Nice Chan back into fourth. Pilgrim just causing a little bit of a roadblock there for Manos as he came through. Obi-Wan right behind him with nowhere to go either. Imposter holding 8th. Mockin not managed to make any headway past him either. They've swapped places a couple of laps. Pugwash and Nick Vick slowly closing back up. But look at this. Midas Alani is, yeah, I know exactly how these things drive. I know exactly where I need to put this on track, and that's exactly what he's doing. Look at the gap he's pulled out. 3.6 seconds. Current championship leader HKRT Kevin has found his way through to the front of the field. Teammate Sturpan behind him. Nice Chan in fourth. Being hunted by Pilgrim, but he's got a penalty to lose. He's going to have to do that round this next couple of corners when they get back onto this start-finish straight. It's going to allow a couple of drivers to come past him. It is only half a second, but it does. Oh, he's got it all wrong on the way in. He's dipped a wheel on the grass on the way in, and it's gone absolutely. Oh, it's terrible. He's caught Manos. There's a couple of drivers that have been tangled up in that. But Pilgrim, I think he was just trying to line himself up to get himself out of the way of the rest of the field. And just dipped a wheel on the grass, and that was it. Sideways he went down to 9th position. Manos goes through then. Obi-Wan goes through. Mockin goes through. Oh, a little bit of a punch-up between those two. Yeah, it was Manos that got tangled up most of all. He was closest to Pilgrim when he got it sideways. He literally almost came to a stop. Allowed the other drivers to come firing through. Real tight battle there then in that midfield. Let's go and have a look where Midas is. Look, he's out on his own, just do. He's got some classical music on. It's a nice relaxing drive for him. Probably on the phone to the wife. Yeah, he'll be home about 5. Yeah, no worries, just, you know. No, not seeing anyone else today. Just driving around this track on my own. That's what Midas is saying at the minute. Just all relaxed, all chilled out. 3.9 seconds up the road then from Kevin. The championship leader might regret inviting his teammate if he's this quick. He's got himself into 2nd position though, but not able to close that gap down. Sturpan in 3rd then. Just about hanging on to Kevin. Nice Chan in 4th. Mockin in 5th. Position swapped all over the place. Ginger Imposter 6th under all sorts of pressure from HKRT Manos. And the outside from Manos. He's carried the speed through as well. Side by side for Obi and Ginger Imposter through there as well. Look at that great drive by Obi. And the outside of turn 1 gets himself past Ginger. 9th then Nick Vick. Oh, just catch him going off-roading again in 10th. Pilgrim's given up the ghost. He's down in 11th. Maybe a strategic move by him, maybe. Just dropped himself to the back of the pack. Puts himself at the front in the next race. If he can keep it on track. Look at this. Easy for Midas. Look in his rear view mirror. What can he see? Top of the screen there then. Oh, a little tiny dot. No, nothing to write home about. Nothing to be concerned about. 8.5 minutes then into race 1. 1.5 minutes left to go. It's going to be final lap then. After this one. Well, this will be final lap. This one. I forget which way the camera's pointing, and I don't know which way I'm pointing on the screen, if you know what I mean. Kevin pulled away from Sturpan. Nice Chan still under threat then, but different driver this time. He's got a mirror full of mocking weeks 4th and 5th for those two. Battle's still kicking off here for 6th, 7th and 8th. Those three drivers swapping positions again then. Now Gigi Imposter in 6th, Obi 7th, Manos in 8th. Grass being kicked up, got to be careful. I've seen drivers catch a wheel on the grass, end up backwards. Captain Pugwash in 9th, then Nick Vick 10th. He's now under a bit of pressure from Pilgrim. Again, this is going to be last lap, so whether it's just a strategic move by Pilgrim to start at the back. Is he going to stay behind Nick Vick for the rest of the lap, or is he actually going to race him to the line? We'll see. But it is going to be this man that takes the win here tonight in race 1. He slowed it down a little bit. That gap drops to just 2.6 seconds. There it is then, across the line for Midas, straight into the lead, taking the first win for the, what would you call him? Not Premier, what is it? His first time is what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, I forgot. But it's Kevin in 2nd, Sturpan in 3rd. Ice Chan doesn't take 4th, held off Mockin Weeks in the end, so Mockin takes 5th. Ginger Poster 6th, HKRT Manos. Debut race, that's the word I was looking for. Manos takes 7th. Obi-Wan takes 8th. It is going to be Captain Pugwash 9th. We'll just have to look at those last two positions. There they are, so look at that. 3 Greek drivers up front. Midas on the top spot then. Kevin in 2nd, Sturpan 3rd. Ice Chan 4th, Mockin in 5th. Ginger Poster 6th. HKRT Manos in 7th. Obi-Wan in 8th. Captain Pugwash in 9th. Pilgrim did get his way past Nick Vick in the end, so he takes 10th, and Nick Vick takes 11th. Oh, he found himself with a 1 second penalty at the end as well. Maybe that's why he was last in the end. Maybe Pilgrim was behind him, but with that penalty, the position swap. So that's it, race 1 done and dusted. We've got 2 more races coming up. Again, 2 more 10-minute races. Chris B, if he's still in the chat, I'm assuming race 2 is now reversed again. And then is race 3 back to the format where we go from final positions from race 2? Or is that another reversed grid? Ooh, Obi. Controversial. Controversial Obi. I don't know what the dirty's about. I don't know. So, race 1 done and dusted. Yeah, the Alfa's pretty tight-knit racing. Obviously, not Midas. He's just... he's gone. If he starts from the back, it'd be interesting to see him work his way through the field. Hopefully cleanly, without sending drivers off into the nether. That's not what we want. Oh, replay's being checked. Oh. Steward's inquiry going on again. Not too sure what happened. There was a bit of punching and going on between a few drivers there. Again, none of it malicious. I don't think. You know, it's just. Things happen, but we do expect drivers to kind of, you know, if you know you've caused an accident, we do expect you to sort of give that position back. Yes, it's going to ruin your race, and yes, his race is already ruined because he's spinning around behind you, but we do expect you to sort of wait, allow him to catch up, give that position back. Okay, it does wreck both your races, but it's a kind of look, well, that's your warning, isn't it? That's your punishment for not being clean racing. Okay, again, it was an accident, but fair's fair. So that's how we try and police it that way, in that sense. But sometimes there can be incidents that people are a little bit more miffed about. The drivers might end up with something like a grid penalty next week or something if that's deemed necessary. Sometimes, obviously not this one now because we haven't got any more qualifying for the rest of the season. Sometimes it can be a qualifying miss, so you just start from the back of the pack regardless. So yeah, it's a little bit more looked after, it's a little bit more thoughtful than jumping in the dailies with some random people from random countries who, you know, you're probably never going to see them again, never going to hear from them again, so they'll just send you into the wall when you overtake them because, you know, how dare you be faster than me. Does seem to be that way, unfortunately. The dailies especially, this is all, you know, pre-organised and that sort of stuff, so if anyone was expected to see the Monday stream, I better explain myself on that one. I was accidentally, also on gaming evening, I was accidentally left out of the loop of the chat when they couldn't get enough drivers and cancelled the league. So I turned all the computer on and everything, I fired the PlayStation up, I texted the lads, you got a flyer for tonight? No, league's been cancelled. Oh, okay, all right. So that's not happening. The next league, wait, that is going to be the old school pocket rocket F1s, the little tubes with wheels on. Shit. Oh, I've sworn on a stream. That's so bad of me. Only do that on specials. Right, no, so it is as of race 1 positions, 3 Greek drivers up front then. Let's go on, ready for race 2. I didn't swear. I said potatoes or something. Midas peels away then, holds that lead. Throws himself back across the other side of the track. Not looking to give anybody a tow, but looks like HKRT's got the inside line into turn 1. Stepan also looking for a little bit of a gap through there as well, but backs off. It's Chand holding that fourth. A little bit of a battle happening behind. Mocking Weeks and Obi-Wan side by side. Ginger Imposter fires one up the inside there. Takes 5th off the pair of them, thank you very much. Just very late on the brakes there, but obviously had warmed them up earlier. Kicking off between Mockin and Obi, side by side between those two. Obi's just got himself in front. We're just going to hopefully get ourselves on board. As we see, Mockin does go for a bit of a move back up the inside here. Side by side again, running up the hill. Gets himself in front. Oh, he's left the door open, unfortunately. That's allowed HKRT Manos through. He's got a little bit of a glitchy going on through there. We'll change that camera up. So let's get ourselves through. HKRT Kevin then leading the way. Managed to get past Midas in turn 1. Pulled a bit of a gap himself. Nice Chand has got himself past Sturpan though into 3rd position. Imposter as well, firing his way up the inside of Sturpan here. Looking to take 4th off of him. Can he get the speed on the way out? Obi-Wan's looking for that open door as well, as Sturpan has to take the slightly wider line with Ginger Imposter being there. Just leaves the door open for Obi-Wan if he can carry the speed through to get his nose up the inside as well. But Sturpan holds on to it. Oh, gone the wrong way. Oh, there's a little bit of contact between Obi and Sturpan. Obi goes through. Look at this. Little ding-dong happening in his midfield pack. 3 or 4 drivers. Obi. Oh! Dinged in the back end. Sure which driver it was that I think it looked like he just got tagged on the back end. I'm not sure which driver it was though. So Midas second then. Kevin still leading this one quite comfortably. Midas not really let him get away yet. 1.3 seconds. That gap had opened up quite early on. Nice Chand chasing the field. Those two down in 3rd position. Got Ginger Imposter for a little bit of a company at the minute, but not quite within striking distance just yet for Ginge. So we're kicking off here though, look, we've got Manos being chased by Mockin. Sturpan in 7th, being chased by Captain Pugwash, who's now being chased by Nick Vick, now being chased by Pilgrim. And it's now Obi-Wan who's the chase driver for the whole field. 9.1 seconds down after that little tag. So not out of the woods yet for Kevin, still being closed up a little bit by Midas in 2nd. Yo-yoing a little bit between those two. Ice Chand getting himself back in the picture a little as well, 1.3 seconds behind these. Ginger Poster still 0.9 of a second back, just inside that tow range. So we'll get slowly closer to Ice Chand. Manos in 5th. In 6th. It might have been Manos that tagged, looked like a red car, but I was more looking at Obi-Wan spinning around, so all over the back of Manos, heading down towards turn 1, goes for the move up in the inside, gets it done easily, doesn't carry too much speed on the way out either, easy to get that one wrong, send yourself straight into the gravel. To make a little bit of a break from Manos, get himself onto the back end of Ginger Imposter if he can. Manos might just keep himself. Oh, he's off track around turn 3. And just to get it back on, but that is going to slow him down a little bit. Tyre's going to be a little bit grim and dirty as well around some of these corners, might catch him out unless he cleans them up. Vic then in 7th, a little bit of a gap in front and behind him, to be honest. 2.2 in front to Manos, so 1.5 back to Pilgrim here, who's managed to get his way past Captain Pugwash. Oh, gets it slightly sideways through there, dips a couple of wheels on the gravel, slams the brakes on so as not to go too wide, but Captain Pugwash manages to get through. Oh, Sturpan down to 10th. What's happened to Sturpan? Pushed too hard maybe. Tyres don't look too bad, so not too sure what's happened there. Just got it wrong. These things do like to go sideways. We have seen a fair amount of that through some of these corners. Obi is closing up the gap to him though, 4.1 seconds, but it might be a little bit too late. Only 4 minutes left in race 2. Now Kevin starts to open up a little bit of a gap on Midas. That gap opens up to 1.7 seconds. Oh, managed to hold it through there. You see the back end just let go a little. Managed to grab hold of it though. Didn't lose any time either through that little mistake. Oh, nice Chand. I've missed that. He's made a mistake somewhere. Mocking Weeks and Ginger Imposter have got past him. He's now got a mirror full of HKRT Manos as well. Vic in 7th. Pugwash in 8th. Pilgrim 9th. Sturpan in 10th. There's Obi in 11th. 4.2 off the rest of the field at the minute. Now Kevin's just starting to open that gap up again. I say that as he dips a wheel on the grass. So that front end wobbling around a little bit. He's still not lost any time though. How's he doing it? Skippy's joined the room. Two races in, but he's here. Two Greek drivers way off up the road at the minute. 6 seconds in front of Mocky Weeks here. He's managed to find himself in 3rd position through drivers getting it all wrong. Still wants to sell that car though. Ginger Imposter in 4th. Manos through, gets his way past Ice Chan using side by side again, just gotta be careful. Not sure if Manos has been. Again, I'm not sure if it's Manos that was tangled up with Obi earlier. Just getting a little bit of into a little bit of a punch-up with Ice Chand at the moment. It's kicking off at the back of the pack here as well. Captain Pugwash, Nick Vick, Pilgrim and HKRT Sturpan all very close together. Obi slowly cloning his way up on those boys as well. So gap down to 3.7 seconds for the last man on track. Again, we are running out of time here. This is going to be the final lap when they cross the line. Not this lap, the next lap. Next lap will be the final lap. Kevin has managed to find a little bit of time then over countryman Midas. Into this final lap then, 2.6 seconds lead. There is Midas up towards turn 1. Took the win in race 1 himself. Mockin Weeks and Ginger Imposter still bumper to bumper then, heading into turn 1. Mockin just has to go a little bit defensive. Ginger Imposter thought about looking up the inside there. Battle going to happen between those two for this final, and Manos finds himself comfortably in 5th. A little bit too far back off of Ginger Imposter and Mockin to make any move on him. Ice Chand falls off the back of him as well. Still kicking off here. Sturpan's managed to find his way through, so I'm going to get myself to the front of the field. Watch the first couple of drivers come across, and then I just want to make sure we catch all the chaos that happens in that midfield pack as they come towards the line. It looks like they're all going to come around the corner at the same time. Kevin then opening that gap right up by the end of the race. 3.7 seconds the gap is at now between him and Midas. Just got to punch it down towards the line now. There it is, 4.3 seconds lead by the time they cross the line. Midas coming home in second then. Ginger Imposter got his way past Mockin Weeks. Didn't see that coming, so he takes 3rd, Mockin 4th, Manos takes 5th, Ice Chand comes home in 6th, Sturpan 7th, Pilgrim taking 8th, Obi coming home in 9th position, did make up a couple of positions. Captain Pugwash takes 10th and Nick Vick comes home in 11th, so all sorts of chaos kicking off in that race. And there are official finishing positions then. Kevin in top spot, Midas 2nd, Ginger Imposter 3rd, Mockin in 4th, Manos 5th, Ice Chand 6th, Sturpan 7th, Pilgrim in 8th, Obi 9th, Captain Pugwash 10th and Nick Vick in 11th. Have we... why are we missing a driver? Who's missing? Come on, someone, come on, let me get up there. Come on. Why? Who's missing? We had 11 drivers. Oh, you're back in the room. Ah, okay, we're back. Skippy's joined for the final race then. There did only seem to be 11 drivers in that lobby then for a second. So we'll pick up some points for this last race. Unfortunately, he's missed out on the first 2, so not maximum points for him tonight, that's for sure. No way he's getting maximum points. Did I see 37 for the next race? Did I see that? I'll get myself on track because I know what will happen. I'll end up swearing again. We don't want to be doing that. So, Obi then. Obi getting tangled up there. Hopefully he has a bit of a better race. He did make up a couple of positions at the end of that second race, but it's obviously nowhere near where he wants to be. Be right at the front. I'm going to punch up with the other drivers up there. Don't get me wrong, when you do get into a race, doesn't matter where it is on track, it's really good if it's a side by side battle, or you and a driver are swapping positions and it's absolutely neck and neck. There's nothing like it. As long as it's clean, you're not sending each other off track, then it's nothing like it. It doesn't matter if you're battling for last or first. It's that racing. So, what I may have failed to mention, right, is that they have to use a set of medium tyres at some point tonight, and that's one thing I've not paid a blind bit of attention to at all. I've just noticed now that some drivers have got mediums, some drivers have got softs on, so they do have to use mediums for one of these races. Obviously some drivers have already used them, and I've not paid a blind bit of attention, so that could have played a great big part into why some drivers have managed to disappear and some drivers haven't. There you go, just being reminded in the chat to use the mediums if you haven't already. Let's just see. Manos, mediums. Nick Vic, mediums. Sturpan, softs. Mediums for Kevin. Pilgrim on softs. Imposter on the mediums. Markin on the mediums. Ida Solani on the mediums. Skippy on the mediums. You should probably get a set of softs on, my friend. I would cheat the hell out of this final race, being as you're only getting, minimal points. Captain Pugwash has had to put the mediums on for Ice Chan as well, and Obi as well. A lot of drivers leaving until this final race then. So hopefully we don't miss the start of race 3. We didn't miss the start of race 2, we nearly missed the start of race 2, and I had to end up saying a swear. I didn't have to, it just came out. It's only a little one. Only a little one. That's not like me at all. Okay, sounds like race 3 just about to get underway. Again, livery's looking good on these Alfas. Here we go then, race 3 just about to start. So Skippy, as he's just joined the lobby, he will start from the front. No pressure, Skippy, straight in, just woken up probably. Right, red lights go on. We wait for these to drop. We'll get a final race underway for the evening. And here we go then. It's a great start by everybody, really close. Into turn 1. We're going to get drivers lunge up the inside. Captain Pugwash has a little bit of a go. Obi-Wan has a go as well. We've got drivers off in the background. There's all sorts of chaos. We've got people backwards and sideways and everything. What is going on? Absolute mayhem at the start of race 3 then. We've got Midas just getting himself back on track himself. Sturpan, not sure if Kevin got tangled up in that as well, but about 3 or 4 drivers all trying to go around that corner at the same time, and obviously 4 into 1 doesn't work. That is absolute chaos. I couldn't even tell what was going on, who got tangled up first. But it's on now then for the lead. Skippy still holds that lead just. Oh, Obi's had a great exit out of that corner. Captain Pugwash not so much, a little bit slow out of that turn. Oh. Obi really pressing, looking for a way past. On board with him now. A bit of a lift coming into that corner. Now will he chase down Skippy? Pilgrim a little bit closer as well, still within tow range. I think he's going to be close enough to go for the move into turn 1. Slipstream not working as well as I thought it would. Very late on the brakes for Obi compared to Skippy. Closes that gap right back up. It's all over the back of the Australian. Oh, there's a little bit of contact. Obi's really pushing here, trying to get past. Contact with Skippy. Back on track. Pilgrim working his way around the outside, almost a little bit of door banging between those two. Mocking Weeks will try and slot his way between the two of them if he can. Pugwash then under threat from Ginger Imposter and Manos. That inside line into the corner. All closed up. Oof. Oh no, that's Nick Vick. He's backwards. Oh no, he's tagged somebody else. It's Kevin. Unfortunately for Nick Vick, just got that corner backwards. I don't think there's anybody else involved in that one. But just as he got it sideways, HKRT Kevin was just coming around the corner. Yeah, he's picked up a little bit of front end damage. It's been a terrible race for him. Midas Alani as well. You know, okay, they've both made up a position, but oh wow. Turn 1, race 3. 3 of the Greek drivers finding themselves spinning round. Obi finds himself out front then, a little bit of a gap behind, back to Mocking Weeks, 2.1 seconds. Again, drivers have been all over the place. Pilgrim in 3rd, Manos up into 4th position. Ginger Imposter 5th, Ice Chan 6th. Skippy in 7th, Pugwash in 8th. Kevin in 9th, Midas in 10th. In 11th, he's a long way down. I think he's had another mistake here as well. 9.1 seconds behind his teammates. It's not a team, but they are in a team themselves. HKRT. For a second, just hotting up a little bit between Mocking and Pilgrim. And a little look up the inside then was Pilgrim, but didn't make that one stick. Manos closing up on the pair of them as well, dragging Ginger Imposter and Ice Chand along for the ride. Pushing it on the exit of this last corner. Skippy pushed it a little bit too far, finds himself with that half a second penalty then. Kevin in 9th, that damage repaired. Yeah, why are we down to who we lost? We've lost Nick Vick, I think. Yeah, Obi's in the room on the mediums. It's Nick Vick we've lost from this final race. Mocking Weeks then kicking up the dirt. That might put. Well, he's already lost that position to Mocking Weeks. I was going to say that's going to pile the pressure on him. From Manos now then. Pilgrim obviously finding a way past him on the start-finish straights. He's on that soft tyre as well, so he needs to make those work, get himself away from these drivers behind on that medium. Oh, but it's not going to work like that, Pilgrim. Finds himself going into that corner far too quickly, runs into the gravel. All those medium tyre drivers he was just trying to escape from have now driven past him. Ice Chanden finds himself with a penalty here as well. Pulling back into the hands of Pilgrim. Penalty zone there. Pilgrim should close back up on him by the time they hit. Maybe not quite by the time they hit turn 1. That was a little bit bigger than I expected. Skippy's made another mistake. He's dropped down to 10th now, battling it out with Midas. Close enough to go for a move up the inside. Midas knows the braking points well. Sturpan then 14 seconds down. This will mean he starts from the front of the pack next week for race 1. So Obi holding that 2.7 seconds lead. Manos has found his way into 2nd position. Real hard push from him then. Medium tyre on as well for Manos. Very very close to some off-track action there. A little bit of a bump in the rear. Oh, just got it sideways through there as well. A little bit of a bump in the rear from Mocky Weeks, which has slowed Mocky Weeks down. That has allowed Ginger Imposter through into 3rd position. Chan in 5th, but not in attacking position at the minute. Pilgrim in 6th. 7th, Kevin now in 8th, right on his tail, heading down this long start-finish straight. To swap positions then. Midas just 1.3 seconds behind Pugwash. I don't know whether he's going to be close enough to make up the rest of that deficit before the end of the race. We'll see. Might do, especially through some of these tighter corners. Skippy in. No. Well, did. Captain Pugwash gets turn 1 wrong. He puts it in the gravel himself, and that allows Midas to go through, and Skippy, unfortunately. Captain Pugwash now down to 10th. Sturpan just rolling around at the back of the minute, not racing, in no position to chase down anybody on circuit, so just going to settle for that last place in this final race. Again, that does put him at the front of the pack for race 1 next week. Obi looking good at the minute. 3.6 seconds up the road from Ginger Imposter. Swap positions again. Manos making that mistake. Ginger Imposter finding his way through to 2nd. Now Manos under threat from Mocky Weeks here as well. Good position. Manos will be getting a little bit of a toe off of Ginger Imposter in front, but you can see already Mocky Weeks closing up on Manos. Sweeps out to the left-hand side. He's got the inside line into turn 1 now. Manos trying to take it around the outside. Mocking Weeks dips a wheel on that gravel, slows him down a little bit, but he just holds that position in front of Manos. He's going to have to go defensive. The next few corners. This will become the final lap. Hot on his tail then, heading into this hairpin down the hill. Still for sale, 55 pence. Ginger Imposter escaped. Obi-Wan under no threat then on his final lap. Ginger Imposter almost under no threat. Just got to make no mistakes. It's Mocking Weeks that has got his mirror full of HKRT Manos. Manos might be able to make a lunge if he sticks close enough to Mocking Weeks. He might be able to go for a move down towards the line. Use the slipstream, use the toe. Let's have a look then. Coming into this final corner, he's going to have to press. It is going to be Obi that takes the win though. Oh, I think Mocking Weeks has managed to hold it in front of him. There it is. Obi takes the win, then comes across the line. Ginger Imposter coming up to take 2nd. Mocking Weeks just peels across to take 3rd. Manos comes home for 4th. Ice Chan 5th. HKRT Kevin in 6th. That's a great position considering he was almost spun off to he was spun off track early on. Pilgrim takes 7th. Midas coming home in 8th. Skippy 9th. Pugwash in 10th. Sturpan still drifting. Is he? No, he's not. He's not drifting anymore. Coming home in 11th. Yeah, so all sorts of chaos kicking off in that first corner between 3 of the Greek drivers. It looked up again. I didn't know if there was anybody else involved, but the 3 Greek drivers came off worse out of everybody. I didn't see anybody else spinning off track or your guess is as good as mine. Who knows? I'm sure I'll find out in the chat in a few minutes. We'll see what happens. But that's it. Race is done for tonight. Let's just have a look at those official results. There it is then. Obi taking the win for race 3. Ginger Imposter taking 2nd. Mocking Weeks 3rd. Manos 4th. Ice Chan 5th. Kevin in HKRT. Kevin in 6th. Pilgrim 7th. Midas Alani in 8th. Skippy in 9th. Captain Pugwash 10th. HKRT Sturpan in 11th. And Nick Vic 007 who comes home in 12th, but he decided to leave race 3. So I'm not sure whether he's okay. He did get tangled up and tag Kevin, but maybe he'd had a couple more incidents and just decided that's enough. I'm done. Fed up with these things. Bloody Alfas. I don't know. Happens. Some cars you get on with, some cars you don't. Just the way it is. It's the same when you buy a real car, isn't it? You buy it. Oh yeah, I like this car. You buy it, you get in it, you drive it. It's not what I thought it was going to be. But yep, that's it for the racing tonight. I am back on Thursday night. No, I'm not. What am I talking about? It's Thursday night tonight. I've just been told it's a Big Willow next week for round 3. I'm back on Sunday night, not Thursday night, because it is Thursday today. Back on Sunday night for more of the Super GTs. So it was pretty much a lobby full of Supras because the boys all have Supras. There was a couple of GTRs. There was an NSX or 2 in there as well, but it's the GT 500s on Sunday night. That's at 9 o'clock. I'm not too sure where that comes from. I can't forget which track it is, but that's 9 o'clock. That's the Super GT 500s. Again, quick rear-wheel drive, sideways action, but then back again for the following round of this. Round 3 next week from Big Willow. We'll see how they get on there. Again, that's even trickier than this one. You dip a wheel on the sand there, you're off into oblivion. If you get it totally wrong, we could possibly catch you launching yourself into space off one of the sand dunes, maybe. I don't know. But that's going to be coming up next week. Sunday night, again, I forget where we come from, but it is the Super GTs, so it's the Supras. And then back again, same time, same place next week for the next round of this from Big Willow. So that's going to be it from me tonight, people. I hope you like what you've watched. If you have, give it a comment, like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Most of all, what I want you to do is tell your mates and tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.